Ladies and gentlemen, registration for the August SAT batch is now officially open. My name is Samir Rahim Ghazi, and I will be your instructor for this batch and hopefully for the batches in the future as well. Now, a question that I'm sure a lot of you guys have in your hearts and mind is that why should you register for the August SAT batch? What does SATGate provide you with that other SAT prep providers can't? And I've thought about that question for quite some time, and I've come up with an answer. However, the answer is a bit too large, so I'll need you to bear with me for a few minutes. Now, the first part of the answer is that the fees for the entire DSAT stands for Digital SAT, the fees for the entire DSAT course is only 5,000 taka, or for international students, that's 40 US dollars. The entire duration for the DSAT course is 1 month. In that 1 month, if you have never appeared for the SAT, if you listen to my instructions and follow my information sheets, I promise you, you will get your dream score. And if you have appeared for the SAT but haven't gotten your dream score and want to improve your score, then I promise you that you will see a massive improvement in your score if you follow my information sheets. Again, all of that will only be possible if you register for the August SAT batch. You will also get access to premium services that I will discuss in the next few slides, but just remember this, you'll get access to premium services. There will be 25 plus hours of lectures that will be conducted by me, and in those 25 plus hours, 25 means, more than 25 hours of lectures really, and in those lectures I will cover the entire DSAT syllabus, and I will also solve questions with you. The way I like to teach my students is that I like to prepare my own information sheets. In those information sheets, each information sheet is for each topic in the DSAT syllabus. And in those information sheets, I divide the topic into subtopics. For example, under punctuation, I will teach you what commas do, what semicolons do, what dashes do. And after I get done with each subtopic, I make sure to find a question that relates to that subtopic. And I include that question in the information sheet so that you and I can solve it together. That is the way I like to teach my students. Now, moving on to the premium services. The first thing that you will get access to is the PDFs of digital SAT books. Now, these are just some of the books that you'll get access to. You'll get access to many more books that I have not mentioned here before, that I've not mentioned here. Now, the first book that you'll get access to is the Princeton Review Digital SAT Premium Prep 2025. Now, this book is fairly common. You can find it on the internet very easily. However, the book that you can't find on the internet that easily is this one, the SAT Power Vocab book. This book is quite rare, and I had to, really search the depths of internet to find this book. And if you register for the August SAT batch, you will definitely get access to this book. And another book is this one, The Ultimate Guide to SAT Grammar by Erica Meltzer for the Digital SAT. Now, this book is for those that struggle with the SAT English part, and I know that a lot of you guys struggle with that part. I did too when I was preparing for my SAT. And now we have the last one, which is perhaps the most difficult book to find on the internet. Finding the PDF of this book is almost impossible. However, I found it and I have it and I'm ready to share it with you if you register for the August SAT batch. And the book is called SAT Prep Black Book, second edition. And this book is very useful. Trust me, if you read this book thoroughly, even just if you read it for just one time, this book will help you out immensely. And again, the only way to get it is if you register for the August SAT batch. And then I will also teach you SAT vocabulary words, words that appear on the SAT frequently, and I will also teach you strategies on how to guess the meaning of words that you haven't encountered before. And I will also give you custom-made information sheets and worksheets. For example, this one, as I was saying, punctuations and modifiers. Well, you see, I like to divide topics in my own way. I don't really follow any particular order of dividing those topics. I will teach you in such a way that what I teach you at the end, all of it will make sense. Now, this is just an example of many information sheets that I prepared. As you can see, I like to firstly write the topic that I'm going to teach you. This is the main topic that I'm going to teach you, and these are what you learn at the end of the lesson. And as I was saying, for example, over here you can see comma. So I'll teach you how to use the comma properly, and then I'll give you a question that relates to that topic, which is again the comma. Now you'll also get topical drills, as you can see over here. After each lecture, I like to give topical drills to my students that they have to solve. Sometimes I give them as homework, and then I check it in the next class. I tell them what mistakes they made, how they can improve on that mistake, and whatnot. And then you'll also get weekly tests. What I mean by weekly tests is that each week I'll teach you a certain number of topics, and then I will prepare a worksheet that will contain questions related to those topics, and I expect you to solve them within a certain deadline. And you will also get full-length mocks, which will be paper-based because it is not possible for me to emulate the Blue Book mocks. However, I will conduct paper-based mocks, and I will also make sure that you sit for the Blue Book practice tests in a meeting with me. What I'll do basically is that I'll have a meeting on, and you'll show me your screen, and you'll have to appear for the Blue Book practice tests. Apart from that, I have a lot more other plans, a lot more other things that I like to do with my students, a lot more other things that I like to teach my students. So if you're interested, do register for the August SAT batch. And if you want to know more, please feel free to ask in the comments section. Thank you all very much, and I hope you all have a good day.